Hey, what's going on, CoinOp TV subscribers? Robert Welkner here. In this video, I want to do a review of another Shaw Brothers classic, Legend of the Fox. This is from 1980. Chang-Cheh directed. This is a Shaw Brothers movie kind of in their later era, especially Chang-Cheh, which, the Shaw Brothers era sort of ended in like the mid 80s with these martial arts kung fu movies. So this was kind of like the beginning of the end, unfortunately, but it does have a lot of the Venom Mob members in it. I'm going to give you my letter grade review at the end of this video. I watched this I have the dub DVD classic right here. So maybe this will get included in like a Shawscope collection so I can retire that DVD there. I do believe it's actually on a German Blu-ray release. I'll have to look into that. But anyway, let me get to the IMDb synopsis here. Chin Shu Ho plays a young man who believes himself to be an orphan until one rainy night when he and three different men find themselves taking shelter from the storm in the same place. That is a very vague recap synopsis of the movie. Let me get to some of my notes here. So, starring Chin Shu Ho as Hu Fei and some of the other Venom Mob members like Chin Shen, Fang Lu, and Philip Kwok. Of course, the lead in this, Chin Shu Ho, he turned out to be like, I like him in some of these early Shaw Brothers movies, but later on, and he was in like a couple of Jet Li movies, he really turned out to be a great actor and kind of villain in, I think it was the Tai Chi Master and stuff like that. So I liked his role as he got a little older. I think he was in kind of the Vampire, Mr. Vampire movies. Some of those I haven't seen, but I think there's like a few movies where he's in some of those. Let me know in the comments below which ones I'm trying to remember off the top of my head while I'm recording this. So let me get to my notes here. Opening scene, we're in one location, all these key players showing up to get out of the rain in this little town square. This there's to get cover from the rain. Soon we are told about what happened in the past with a guy that has a scar on his face, and then it goes into this extended flashback scene with Philip Kwok and Fang Lu, who we know is the Centipede, and Lizard from the Venom Mob, having a fight that takes place over numerous days. And then it was funny, there's actually a flashback within the flashback of this, so it's kind of funny to see like the storytelling of some of this experimental storytelling here. But this entire flashback sequence was actually what was interesting to me in the movie. I mean, it seems like it took like about 25-30 minutes, and it was fun to see the choreography, the fighting. It was kind of sparring fighting stuff, so it wasn't really like deadly, although the student from the Venoms there, Chen Shen, he kind of tries to do a little dirty and cheat a little bit, and it's funny, I think he's got like a little mustache. Is he on the cover? It's kind of hard to see, but he's got this like insane mustache. They're trying to villain him up with the mustache there. So we find out that the son needs some missing pages from his father's kung fu manual in order to learn the skills enough to avenge his father. This is the son that's in the present tense of the movie. This happens about halfway through the movie, and then the second half of the movie seems to switch gears a little bit into a different storyline. It almost feels like we've got two movies jammed together after the fact. I kind of lost a little bit of interest. I was actually interested a little more in the first half of the movie. Maybe it's just Philip Kwok is in it, and that really helped. Second half of the movie lost my interest, made it a little difficult to stay invested. So yes, again, first half, loving it. Second half, not so much. There's some action again in the third act, but there's just something lacking in the third act. I mean, everything sort of comes together a bit. The second half has this weird Poison clan and new characters they introduced that I just kind of felt myself getting bored and looking at my phone during the middle of the movie. Things pick up a little bit again at the end of the movie, and there's some good fighting. But I wrote in my notes that it's less exciting when you have Venom Mob movie actors not undergoing training sequences, being the underdogs, having some bromance. I don't know what it is, but when it comes to Venom Mob movies, those are like the factors that just kind of make it really great. And this movie didn't have any of that. They were all kind of their individual masters and kung fu masters and stuff like that. And they had their different clans and warring clans. And some of the fighting was cool and did have some Venom Mob in it, so that's cool. But ultimately, I'm going to give Legend of the Fox a grade D. It's fun to watch as a one-offer. First half, great. Middle section, nah. And then in the end, pretty cool. So you'll have to let me know if you've seen this. Hopefully it does get, kind of put into collections, because I'd like to hear, commentary. And I watched this on the dub, the classic English dub. So be cool to see it with the subtitles. Maybe I'll pick up some nuances from the actual subtitles from the movie. So if you've seen this movie, if you're a fan of the Venom Mob, let me know in the comments below. For Coin Op TV, we'll see you next time.